Mining designations outside. Where are these mining designations? Oh, yes, of course. Dave's. Alright. Here is our all new smelter. Why? Wait. Yeah, no, that's okay. So, right now, it can only, sadly, manage iron scrap from now on. Which is fine. The system that we've got right now is okay. But this one won't be able to do anything for a little bit. What we now need is to replace the iron that we've got here with iron ore. And sadly, limestone. Which is a bit of a pain in the arse, if I'm honest. So, with that in mind, I'm going to drop this. Rather, we're going to upgrade it. Do the same over here. I need this whole thing to be a little bit higher up now. Some of these are upgrades that will help in general. But yeah, we're going to probably have to set up... well, the ideal situation would be if I could change the setup completely to allow steel to... Or rather, the iron ore to be crushed, so we have a delivery, something like that, for iron ore, but then that runs through crushers. How much iron ore do we get through that? 36 produces 36 iron ore. How much does this need? 36. So, wow, okay, so I would actually need 8 separate crushers. Ugh. It's kind of rough. It's kind of rough, actually. Either way. 1, 2, 3. There we are. And over here. One, 2, 3. That'll do. Right, that's all we need there. Let's upgrade that. Honestly, I could probably do the same thing over there. Just have both of those feed in there. Probably be fine. But yeah, as a consequence, I'll be able to do both of these, but I will require a decent amount of crushed ore. This area is kind of tight now for that. It's a little bit closed in. It might be an idea. I am somewhat tempted, since both of these are using iron, both of them are using coal, both of them will be using limestone, and both of them will be using scrap iron, of just completely redesigning this area. But I can't easily do that until all of these are upgraded. Should have thought about that, really. Still, we can probably set up the idea for it. So we're going to want a loose storage of limestone, loose storage of coal, loose storage of iron ore, loose storage of scrap iron. For all of this, we're going to need 8 crushers, which is kind of ridiculous. Let's have a look at what 8 crushers would look like. Just wow. Need to run the current setup. Now, bearing in mind, you know, this would... I'm doubling the current setup by, you know, just straight up trying for this. But, I mean, I wouldn't mind that. Aavak, good morning. Chat, also good morning. Hello, Zentophile. Have I seen Dave Syndrome in Black Box? I have. Yes, I have. Oh, it's fantastic. Bill Bailey is amazing. Okay, let's. I mean, to be fair, this will probably still take up quite a lot less room. Now, if I were to centralize this, even remotely. I could have, well, considering I need 36 every 60 seconds, so over 60 every 60 seconds. And this, yeah, I would need the upgraded U-shaped conveyor for that. Oh, crap. And of course, it's going to be a massive pain in the backside and require that I go up a level, aren't you? You utter scallywag. We'll see. So, pomp, pomp. It's the bare minimal elevation I would need. There, branch out and in. Sorry, I'm going one too high. Don't want to connect. I not get you to not connect into that. Please, my lord, come on. Fine, let's get rid of it. Learned my lesson. I have. Yep. Right, so this would be horizontally loaded into each section would be outputting. Problem is, would that connect? It doesn't look like it's connecting. Good. So each of the 4 points there would be outputting into 2 crushers. That would work. Going past connector box is possible, but it's super finicky. You've got to turn off the... let me demonstrate. So, you have to have turned off... Or maybe you're right. Maybe the junction blocks are unique in that regard. Oh no, there we are. See? There. You can totally do it. I just keep getting the designation the wrong way around. I've got to have that turned on, not off. Basically, it turns off magnetization and snapping. Right, that produces all of the crushed ore that we need. What I would then say is we would want... I will take... I'm going to do it this way so there's a fairly high yield of potential scrap moving in there, rather than just one belt. Though I suppose one belt would be enough, since it's only going to be one belt coming out of it. Potentially. No, I'm going to say we're going to want 2 belts going out of it like this. Right, turn back on snapping. There we go. Strip past. Now what I'm doing here is we would want this set up for crushed ore. Off, off. It is not using an insignificant amount of power, this. Want this off on export. We want iron ore. Keep full. There we go. And over here, we want scrap iron. Keep full. And this should prioritize scrap iron. Because if I can use recycled iron, I don't need coal for that process. Oh, sorry, I don't need limestone for that process. Coal. Yes, if I just put scrap iron into a furnace, I don't need to heat it. It just turns into molten iron. I don't know how. It's just magic. Then from here, we would have limestone and coal. Guess I could shunt all of this across a little bit. No, I couldn't. That has to be there. That's kind of the centralizing point. So, limestone and coal. And I... Problem is... Oh, actually, the limestone, I'm only going to need a total of 12 limestone for a single batch. So I could totally run a single conveyor. That would not be an issue. And how much coal? 15 coal, though. So it's 60 coal. So I would absolutely need the higher priority there. Okay, so let's pull this back. About there. The reason for that is I want to lift this up by 1. Because this is going to be exiting at about this point. And I expect 2 separate branches of iron. And then this would run back along the row. Reason why I expect 2 separate branches. One would go all the way down to the steel. The other one would go only as far as the iron. Let me just have a look at how large this is compared to what we've currently got. It's actually kind of compact compared to what we've got currently and would fit in here. A bit of tweaking. Yeah, it really would. In fact, I kind of need to expand out the coal and the limestone even. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. Alright, I think we're going to adjust what I've got there. We're going to go around on exactly the same side. That out over here. This is limestone. Coal will do exactly the same thing. Need to go one further out. To come a little bit higher. And then go down here. And of course, the... oh yeah, we need to account for... gathering the slag from this. Well, I suppose we could have slag gathered on this side, actually. Yeah, we can have the slag aside from all of that. That shouldn't be a problem. So I'm not gonna include that in this build. But yeah, that would do. I mean, it's a hell of an upgrade, but do we have enough workers for it? How many workers are in each of these? Yeah, we've got 2 in each. Okay. Alright, so... I'm gonna have to strip everything down. Kinda sucks, but... The other biggie is... Ooh, right. Oh, crap, yeah. To upgrade this, I need a lot. I need a lot. And for us to expand things out a bit. We need to build it. I think it is time for me to actually upgrade the storage on these. For the longest time, I haven't been doing that. But I think it's time. Also, steel production is kind of garbage right now. And will continue to be garbage for a while. Because I've basically disabled this. God. Alright, so... I'm going to need to pull this back down rather than use that right now. That sucks enormously. But it is better to do that now than not. And I'm going to just replace it with a regular one. But that is going to be so much more of a useful design there. Honestly, I could just rebuild my entire smelting setup and just put the whole thing back together, I guess. But maybe I should. Maybe I should completely redesign the smelting setup. What do you think, chat? Complete redesign? Yay, nay? Aavak morphed into a murloc for a sec. Shh. Don't betray my secret. Yeah, if I have to take it down, I may as well completely upgrade the system, in my opinion. So blast furnace 2 would exist here. We're going to need at least 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So for the iron, actually, let me grab that. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. There we go. That's purely the iron setup. Let's move this to the side a little bit. About there. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then an extra 1 for good measure. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm leaving space so that I can draw these sections forward a bit as needed. So that'll be the iron. Let's set this up: scrap iron or iron ore. Off and off. Copy that across. That's the iron or the scrap iron as needed. And somehow, by sheer luck, I made that exactly as long as it needed to be. Huh. I am impressed with myself. Next up, we want, I believe, this to be the limestone. Go. That'll need to continue on. And finally, the coal. Now remember, this is purely the iron smelter. Each one of these is going to be outputting 30 to 36 exhaust, so we'll assume it's 36. So we're going to want the very big boy exhaust smokestack, though I've got an exhaust scrubber. But I need to bring water over here and also have somewhere to take the steam and all of the rest of it. I would rather presently just deal with all of that in a smokestack, frankly. I think that would be the wiser thing to do. Either that or just have one each. Because one of these each can handle it. And it's so much easier right now than doing anything else. Eventually, I would very much like to have all of that gathered and processed in a in a scrubber. But right now, I'm not sure that's the best thing for me to do. I strongly feel that would not be the best thing. I could plan for it by accommodating a large smokestack at the side, for example, and then just having all of the exhaust taken there, with a view that that would eventually then be removed and the exhaust would continue on elsewhere. We'll see, I guess. How much slag? 18. So in total, the whole system is probably going to want... Yeah, it will. Okay, well, let's have magnetism on. And use hot plate. And the same over here. Right, turn off the magnetism. Now I want this up. 3, 4. Oh, rather 3. This is now the route for all the slag. Yep. This is all of that. Good, good, good. Next up would be the Metal Caster 2, which can take 24. So I still need 2 of them each. It isn't a larger build, thankfully. I could actually. Leave enough room for that. Boom. Oh, I see. Because I don't have the break there, it does get a little bit off in its estimated. Right, okay. Never mind. I can do that differently. And then flip. On that side. There we go. Right, we would want a molten channel. I'm leaving, hopefully, adequate room for me to take the exhaust out to a large exhaust stack. Yep. Set all of these up. We only care for molten iron. Nope, nope. Right, there we are. That's all done. Now, in terms of the large smokestack, because each one of these is now capable of more or less using a single large smokestack by itself, I'm going to have each one with their own. Just set it a little bit so it kind of lines up with the towers. Then we're going to want a high throughput pipe. Yeah. All the way down. And in. Oh, right, of course. That needs to wrap around, I feel. No, what? No, come on. I know you can do it. You must believe in yourself. Does not want to believe. Sad. Okay, fine. I'll put the whole pipe one layer back. That's kind of why I made it that far back. I was just trying to be cheeky, I guess. Oh, that won't work. Why have you done this to me? Seems that pipes can connect with molten channels for some weird reason. But that works. Right, there we go. Sorted. The metal caster's now just dump into a collection point. Ooh, my bad. Not that it really would have made any difference. We didn't have any steel. It'd be cool for them to add blueprints later, yeah. No, I will be honest, there's something quite fun about just having to do your own. Let's try and center that a bit. It is anything but centered, but that'll do. There we go. This will be for iron. Turn off import. And now, since that's gonna, well, I'll still work on a single flat conveyor. We do not need more than that. There we are. That is the iron run upgraded. If I really wanted to, I could have the smokestack in the middle there, I guess. That's 2 woodwork. Now, we basically need a mirror of this, but not a mirror of the inputs. This would look so much better though, come on, let's be honest with ourselves. There we are. And on this side as well. There we go. That looks pretty bloody amazing, if you ask me. Perfect. Right, now, again, we're going to need this all over again. On this side. Let's give ourselves a bit of space for... Let's give 6. There. Now, this will produce, once again, exactly... Oh, really? You didn't copy that across? Oh, you scallywag. Want the iron. But from there, we need to go into a oxygen furnace, which will take that iron, 48 of it, which is what we'll be producing, and make 18 oxygen and make 24 steel. That will then get popped into a cooled caster, which will take 24 steel. It's just a straight run, basically. Very nice in that regard.